You know, admittedly, Mark Suciu, his VERSO part, I forget about it. I just forget about it all the time. I don't think about it. I don't really ever think about it. And I feel like I should think about it every single fucking day. Whenever I watch Mark Suciu skate, it reminds me of like what's possible and just how cool someone can look on a skateboard. He seems like such a well-balanced, well-rounded dude. I don't know him at all. But from the interviews that I've seen and from the video parts that I've seen, I'm just such a big fan. And I watched this part one time 5 years ago when it came out, and then I never watched it again, and I never Googled Mark Suciu again. I just remember the way that I felt when I first watched it, and it's just, there's something I can't even put my finger on that's so cool about it. Switch backside nose blunt. Where is this? Where is this? I can't read that. Fenchurch Street Station. This doesn't. I don't know where this is, but it looks like a cool area. The foot position I already noticed is just beautiful. I'm gonna get this bad boy out for this part. We're gonna open the pen app. Oh, come on. The foot position is really nice, and as a switch skater, being able to have your toes showing some grip tape is really nice, especially for a backside rotation. A lot of people make the mistake of putting their back foot too far off the toe side, and you end up losing pop. So even though he is popping and turning backside, this back foot sitting back on the tail is a really, really nice move from our boy Mark. Clean, straight pop into it. Nice separation of that upper body and lower body. I mean, look, we're gonna bounce between being super technical and not, but I just find this so interesting. His shoulders are facing more where he wants to go. He's able to turn that board backside. That's really hard to do switch. People can't do that switch. Okay, the best comp skaters in the world struggle with that move right there, switch, and Mark's just cruising down the street doing it like it's easy. That's also really funny that they just put a chair there. They just put a chair next to a ledge, and he's like, yeah, I'll just frontside flip this to start. That's stuff I never noticed. That coffee's really good. No! No way! I thought they were just showing a different angle of the switch backside nose blunt. And look, he's a genius. He's a genius because this frontside flip is smooth, chill, all this stuff, but it sets the tone and lets you know, like, I'm skating switch now. And then I do the switch backside nose blunt. And then it looks like it's a separate angle, but everyone has the context that this is switch. This is going to be a switch backside nose blunt. And then, bam, kick flip out. That is amazing. That is amazing. This is going to be such a long review. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. You can really see it from this angle. Those shoulders are like way facing the target with that board rotated, and then watch as it flips, everything just comes back to being in line. That's so cool. Good job, Mark. Frontside nose slides are very underrated. Ooh, sneaky little stair stepper. That is the most replayed part of this entire video part, is this front tail ollieing down to a switch ollie up right away. That's classy. That's some classy skill right there. Nice kickflip. You know, whenever there's a guy who has multiple clips at the same, whenever there's a guy who has multiple clips at one spot multiple times in his video, you know he gets work done every single day. He steps on his board. He goes to a party. He makes stuff. That's so cool. That's some day one song, almost round three-esque style and control. I haven't seen a fakie tray flip switch manual look good in a long time. That ollie in and ollie out, like having those little ledges on the way in and the way out, really, really makes that cool. The difference between doing a manual where you ride out versus being able to ollie out is a big difference. What is going on? That probably took so much unnecessary energy to do that. Like 250/50s and then a nose grind and a kickflip. It's like, yeah, I mean, I guess you get stuff like that in a very long part. Oh, I like that. I like the switch kickflip, switch nose manual. Front 180. Back. That's hard. That's a switch flip, fakie manual front 180. That's what that's called. So when you're rotating backside and holding a manual, I rewinded too much. That's the only reason. When you're rotating backside and holding a manual, it's really difficult to hold. Watch your shoulders start to go before the board. That's a really difficult position to hold the manual in. Not to mention you're blind, not to mention for some reason fakie manuals are the only manual where if you fall you end up on the floor. So just respect. That was neat. Fakie ollie, like fakie 50/50. And a little half cab in. Whoever found that spot, that's nice. Triple king front board fakie. I mean, part of me thinks this video part should just represent skateboarding. The Adidas shoes, the loose trucks, the clothes that fit, a well put together part that isn't just like jumping off of mega like super high things, and it's also not just manuals. The way this is framed, I wonder why they cut that so quick. The way this is framed is nice. You can tell that he is gonna use both. You can tell he's not just gonna use one side. I like that. Wow, that's a big ollie. Oh, I bet he runs into the ledge. Oh my goodness. I bet he runs into the ledge right here. Cut. That's vert trick. Switch hard flip. Front blunt on this weird looking. See, that's just funny. They put both in. Does the front blunt and then the front blunt kickflip. They did that at the beginning of the part. Nice. Half cab 5-0. Back 180. The video, the way they film this is just great because you kind of know what's coming. You're like, you see this frame right here, you're like, you know he's gonna use this, you just don't know how. And this is something that Mark does a great job at. Like, he does everything properly. Like, you could backlip this and get out of it without doing this huge ollie looking motion. But he ollied out. That's cool. Also, like, the boys super chilling. That's just wonderful. That looks like a fun spot. He loves the quick ollies. Whoa. feeble late 180. See the little things like that that just go so far. Oh, yeah. Fakie, frontside, nose slide, big spin. I'm so impressed every time. Frontside, big spin, tail slide to forward, to fake. See, a lot of people would do front tail, front big spin to fakie, but no, not Mark. Mark does big spin, front tail fakie. And then fakie, front side, nose slide, front shove, pump out. It's just... Whoa! What? I wish I could go back 5 seconds at a time. Backside 180. Switch front side, like salad grind. To forward? How do you have time to get forward out of that? You're just going to land like this, and what the most likely thing is you just run into the ground without being able to turn around. I don't know, man. I don't know how he does it. And now he's going to start mirroring everything. I just know it. I just know it. Oh, man. Half cab nose grind, front 180. Oh, it's so cool. Do it all the ways. Do it the other way, too. Oh, to forward. Nice. Back, fakie 270, backside nose blunt. Hey, go faster, Mark. It's funny to replay that. Like, I don't know. Like, we got it. What does verso mean? What? That was the intro to the part? That wasn't even the part? Back tail big spin. Nose grind back one. Switch wall ride. Very cool switch wall ride. Switch backside anything where you have to ollie very high is fundamentally really difficult. And this is just proof that Mark's switch ollies are top notch. Backside blunt slide. Very nice frontside flip. Big flip. I like all the classic tricks in here. He's not trying too hard at all. He's just very cool. Fakie 360. They must have refilmed that. I don't see the filmer. And wait, that was fakie because this is switch. Ooh, switch frontside flip incoming. Nollie, kick flip, nollie half cab flip, fakie manual. Switch big heel, big catch in the cold. The way he caught that was so clean. Switch front tail to forward. Sneakily difficult. Okay, that catch was amazing. Switch tail slide pop out to forward. Sneakily tough, man. That's no joke. Fakie flip up something. Never seen that before. And a proper switch heel. Is this just going to be an hour-long line? No. Oh my god. There's no way. Switch tail slide from the drain. Big ollie out. Look at his shirt. It's all dirty and sweaty. You know this line isn't easy. Fakie flip up. He looks tired. Switch heel flip over this thing. There's no part of this line that is cheapskated. And switch kick flip back tail shove. That's stupid. That's one of the greatest lines ever done. That's just stupid. Like, you're making your life so difficult by doing that. Like, arguably, like, those are just... You do those tricks in different lines. Those are the hardest tricks you do in your line. You don't do 4 in a row. I think Mark Suciu is my favorite skateboarder now. Yeah. I think so. He looks so different in every single clip. I don't know how deals really work, to be honest. I don't know how sponsorships really work with, like, skaters like this, with street parts and stuff. But I hope he got millions of dollars for this. Look at this. Up the rail, front board, front 270. Just genius. Just nothing short of genius. Quick, 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 quick pop, quick pop, quick pop. That trick's so fun. I grew up doing that trick, actually, all the time. Kickflip back, nose blunt, back side 180 out. But I always think it's funny, like, for nose blunts, like, when you go at it straight on, you call it, like, a suicide grind, where you ollie over the front of the rail onto it. But it's always funny, like, nose blunts, it's not cheap, but it feels like, man, I just wish you came at it from the side. Switch backside Smith. I think nose blunts are easy for him. Switch backside heel flip. Like, I always respect the street skaters because they're like Mark's strong suit isn't going down big sets, but this is a big 3 flat 3 that he just switched back heels. Like, he's better at going down things than most people ever will be, and it's just not even a huge part of his video part. Because he can do front 180 fakie manual, front side half cab into the tiny ledge with a wall ride out. The control on this dude's shoes. I like that with the rail, the flimsy rail onto the bench. Kind of cool. Ollie over the rail. Kickflip front tail. Quick, 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 quick. That's the quick stuff. I'm not half fan of the quick stuff. I think he just loves it. I think it's like a guilty pleasure. It was like a nose blunt. But personally, I like his ledge skating creativity. Yeah, like that, guys. I'm just going to go with the 10 seconds. Screw it. I want to learn how to rewind 5 seconds. I don't know how. Let's see. Oh, 5 seconds. Great. My bad. We can do 5 seconds now. Thank you, Ollie. Switch front crook. Backside half cab flip out. That is not what that's called. But I'm just trying to, like, figure it out. So, sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of flat ground tricks between tricks in the part. Like, not black and white, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like that edited film style flat ground frontside flip in front of a train station. That stuff takes time and energy to film. Do they have so much B-roll in this part? It's getting a little bit absurd. Quick, 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 quick. It's got the quick feet. Nollie half cab switch 5-0. Cab lip slide. I feel like there's a lot of other people in this part that I just don't recognize. Front blunt slide. Possibly rolling up. front shove, nose grind, back 180. Okay, front Smith, front shove, nose grind, back 180. Then body varial push. He has a lot of talent. I feel like that's one thing I appreciate about Mark is every clip showcases a lot of talent. Like, shove it, nose grind, front 180, switch backside big spin. Yeah, Mark, I wish I knew that you existed sooner. I wish I studied you more when I was younger. It might have dramatically impacted the way that I skate. I just didn't know you could skate like this. And I feel like this is how I see skating in my head. But I just didn't know you could skate like this. I can't really explain it. Like, it's just... For the next couple months, until I get my bearings again, if anybody asks who my favorite skateboarder is, it's gonna be Mark Suciu. Nollie front 3, a fat set. Don't mind if I do. B-roll. I can't believe they just replayed it. One thing that's hard about this is how much it slows down as you pop, right? You can slide your back wheels very easily through the ledge, but when you pop, you have to push so hard into your back foot and lift your front foot that it takes the point of tension from being spread out between your deck and your wheels and then places it all on your wheels. So then your wheels stop sliding, and then you have to deal with that quick change of pace as you are trying to pop out. Let's see if it... Yeah, you can see it if you pay attention. That was always the hardest part about kick flipping out of back flips on ledges. Funnily enough, that just must be really, really hard. I'm not a street skater, and this is like one of the times that I wish I was. I don't know what it's like to do a backside nose blunt down a kinked ledge. I don't know why why everyone is reacting like that. Why Mark's face looks like relief, not so much joy. So I know it's hard. Look at just the talent on this kid, man. Look at the way he holds on here, and this leg bends kind of the opposite way with just the rail of the shoe kind of holding on tight to the tail and then being able to maneuver it back straight. I mean, this kid's just bleeding talent. Oozing talent. B-roll, 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 B-roll. Jeez, man. 50-50. Okay, guys. I watched his 9 club. I watched it a long time ago. This entire last section of the part is mirrored from my understanding. I watched the part, then I watched the 9 club, and then I never watched the part again. I was like, oh, that was cool. But he talks about how this entire section is mirrored. I don't know, but this 50-50 is going to play a major role in the decision and the way the video part ends. Okay? frontside 50-50, nollie, frontside heel flip, fakie 5-0, half cab out. Nollie crook, nollie half cab flip, switch 5-0, front 180 out. One of the coolest tricks I've ever seen. I might want to point that out. This is pure talent right there. No, you can't do that. Okay, nose grind front 1, fakie backside flip, nose grind front 180. So, do you remember the first trick? Which was nollie heel flip. So he did this trick, fakie, instead of nollie with a kick flip. So I bet the nollie one with the heel flip is coming, or the fakie one with a kick flip is coming. This whole part, this whole section is mirrored. Okay, nollie, I can already guess. Nollie backside heel flip, fakie 5-0, front 180. No, he didn't do the heel flip. No, Mark. I just made the part worse by saying it was going to be a heel flip. I feel terrible. Switch backside flip, fakie 5-0, front 180. Nollie backside heel flip, switch 5-0, back 180. $50-50. That's the end of the part on a frontside 50-50. We have to figure out what the hell is going on here, because I couldn't predict it. But I know it's every version of some trick. It's like I need to write this down. I need like a whiteboard. I'm going to look like this trying to figure it out. I'm going to look like Charlie in the mailroom trying to figure out Mark Suciu's part.
I'm going to keep coming back down here. So I go up to Pepe's office, and what do I find out? There is no Pepe Sylvia. The man does not exist, okay? So I decided, oh, shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper. There's no Pepe Sylvia. You gotta be kidding me. I got boxes full of Pepe. All right, so I start marching my way down to Carolyn.
Oh, man. I wish I could figure it out. It's going to take too long to do it. This is a good enough review, a good enough reaction. It puts Mark Suciu in the light that I feel like he deserves. I'm going to go on my own time and figure out how this entire last section is really like mirror, mirror on the wall. Because I know it is. I just can't figure it out. It's nollie. It's nollie. Oh. This he just does, he does it nollie and then he does it switch. He doesn't do it every direction nollie. So this is the thing that he ends the part with. Nollie, frontside flip, switch 5-0, front 180. And then he does switch, backside flip, fakie 5-0. No, I'm just wrong. I don't know. All I know is I love Mark. I'm going to write all this stuff down and figure it out and go watch that 9 Club podcast again, which I highly recommend that you do. Thank you for wasting all your time listening to this review from me. I am just blown away constantly by Mark. Okay. I'll see you guys soon.